Hello, students. My name is Manimugdha Medhi, Assistant Professor, Social Work Program, Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Assam Downtown University. First of all, I welcome you to third semester. In this semester, we will deal with at least three methods of social work. That is, three primary methods of social work. The first one being social case work, second one being social group work, and the third one being community organization. So my paper, that is social case work, we will deal with individuals. So let's move on with the content here. So in this video, we will deal with the meaning and definitions of social case work. So basically, from the introduction part, social work in its theoretical aspects is based on knowledge of human relations with regard to the solution of psychosocial problems, as you have already studied in your first semester. In its applied aspect, social work is a professional service based on scientific methods and skills. Well, in the field of social sciences, social work occupies a very important role. Every social problem is the outcome of many external and internal factors, as we all know. Therefore, when to deal with individual problems, it is essential to deal with his experiences and reactions towards the problem. Besides proper recognition of individual, it is also essential with regard to the solution of a problem. Therefore, in the field of social work, the main task of social worker is to develop the self-direction and self-dependence of an individual. In social case work, an individual or a group or a situation or phenomenon is recognized as unit of study, and various aspects of units are studied properly. So social case work was practiced in India under a cover of religions and social sermons, before before the modern age has started. So Indians had their own ways to achieve and accomplish the individual purposes, right? It is not surprising and unnatural to find traces of social case work in any culture, as every culture has its own ways to deal with and tackle the individual sufferings and problems. So this is the basic introduction part. So social case work, as we all know, is a primary method of social work, right? It's basically a primary method of social work, and it deals with individual problems through one-to-one relationship, right? Or one-on-one relationship, as we know. It is guided by professional knowledge of a social case worker, and under this method, social case work attempts to repair the impaired relationships of the client with his social environment, and through a guided interaction, he or she enables the client to adapt with his or her social environment. So through this method of social casework, a caseworker discovers different aspects of the client problems and prepares an appropriate treatment plan, and finally, with professional knowledge in social relationship, and tries to bring about necessary changes in the attitude and behavior of the client in favor of his own growth and development. Okay. So what social casework is generally? It is basically oriented towards the principle of social justice. Okay. So social justice provides everyone with equal right to prowess or power, right? So therefore, social casework does not believe on the survival of the fittest. In other words, social casework is based on the assumption of human welfare or individual welfare. It provides help to every needy and disabled person, and its ultimate aim is to establish harmonious relationship between the client and the society to which he belongs. So thus in social casework, individual client is treated as a total unit. Internal and external forces are motivated in such manner so that he may solve his problem, right, through various environmental resources. Social casework covers the individual aspect of assistance. As such, the method adopted in it is purely psychological. But side by side, social worker has also need to understand the various aspects of human behavior. He must establish a workable combination between the available social services and the psychological understanding. Therefore, as a method of social casework, gives much emphasis on environmental recognition and thereby attempt to bring about a change on client's attitude and behavior. Uh, Social casework does not make a person entirely free from his disabilities through social assistance, basically just try to help them resolve it. Okay. Besides, in certain favorable circumstances, social casework makes prevention and treatment of pathological problems. So I hope you have understood the meaning of social casework. So here are a few definitions of social casework, which are very important, and some of them are written by, as you know, the mother of social casework, that is Mary Richmond, who was very famous for her book, that is the Social Diagnosis and Social Casework, right? So what, according to Mary Richmond in 1915, she has given 3 definitions in various years. So first of all, the first one is the social casework may be defined as the art of doing different things for and with different people by cooperating with them to achieve at one and the same time their own societies better. So it helps doing different things with different individuals to achieve societies or the individuals better. So that's all you need to remember. Social casework is the art of bringing about better adjustments in social relationships of individual men or women or children. So basically in this definition, she told about the better adjustments in social relationship of an individual. It may be a man or a woman or a child. Okay. In her third definition, she describes social casework as a means of those processes which develop personality through adjustment consciously affected individual by individual between men and their social environment. Okay, so basically she mentions about developing personality through adjustment, right? Consciously affected by the individual himself and its social environment. According to Porter Arley, social casework is a method of affecting the understanding of needs, resources, and reactions of individuals. This definition is very simple. It basically states that it affects the understanding of needs, resources, and reactions of the individual. Social casework is a method employed by social workers to help individuals find a solution to problems of social adjustment which they are unable to handle in satisfactory way by their own effort. That is told by Sanford. According to Queen, which is narrated by many, social casework is the art of adjusting personal relationship. The word personal depicts the individual relationship. Okay. Social casework is the art of changing human attitudes. That is given by Lee again. Social casework means social treatment of a maladjusted individual involving an attempt to understand his personality, behavior, and social relationships, and to assist him in working out a better social and personal adjustment. So this definition is very clear and to the point, right? According to Taft, which tells us that it is basically a means of social treatment of a maladjusted individual, someone who is suffering from some maladjustment, right? It may be a mental disorder, it may be a physical disorder. So that person, which involves an attempt to understand his personality, right, behavior, and social relationships of the individual, and to assist him in working out better social and personal adjustment. Okay. Next one is social casework is a process concerned with understanding of individuals as whole personalities and with adjustment of these individuals to socially healthy lives. So according to Taylor also, it's similar to to that of Taft. It's basically concerned with the understanding of the individual, as a whole personality. Okay, the whole individual is a personality, right? And with adjustment of these personalities, the individual has to live their social lives in a healthy manner. Then another definition is given by Pullman in 1957. That is, the social casework is a process used by certain human welfare agencies to help individuals cope more effectively with their problems in social function. So basically, it's a process used in certain human welfare agencies like counseling centers to help individuals cope more effectively, right, with their problems, and in helps so that it helps them in the social function. So the next one is the concept of social work, which in the word of Gordon and Hamilton, I will like to say that social casework, which is both a tool and area of work, consists of process which develop personality through adjustment consciously affect individual by individual between man and his social environment. So that is the basic concept of social casework. That is, it depends. It helps the individual to develop the personality and adjust to the social environment. So that's the basic meaning and the concept. Miss Richmond, as we all know, gives this definition of casework, that is social casework is the art of doing different things, right? We have already discussed that. So it is both art and science of resolving individual problems in social area for individual and society are interdependent, and social forces influence behavior and attitude of an individual. So the focus of each branch is different, but practice of these three branches that is mutually exclusive. That is the social casework, social group work, and community organization, right? So social casework is basically more concerned with individual and individual only, and his adjustment to life, his or her adjustment to life and general social welfare. So it does not concentrate on individual to the exclusion of social factors. It has to include social factors as well. Okay. In other words, the basic objective of social casework is to promote social welfare with basic focus on the individual, right? So we will learn more about the objectives, nature, and scope in our next video. But for now, I hope you have understood what is the basic concept of social casework. It deals with individuals. So in conclusion, I would like to say that the above definitions reveal the fact that social casework is related to psychosocial treatment of the client, right? Psychosocial, both psychological and social treatment of the client who is in problem, right? And seeks the help of a caseworker or problem solving agencies. So when a client is in problem, then only he will come to the social caseworker or the agency where social caseworkers is working, and seek their help, right? So social casework establishes adjustments between individual capacities and resources. It consists of study of mental, emotional, and social factors. So it involves the study of both mental or psychological factors, emotional factors of the individual, and the social factors surrounding the individual. So in social casework, an individual or a group of situation or phenomenon is recognized as a unit of study, and various units are studied properly. So in our next video, we will deal with the objectives and nature and scope of social casework. Okay. Please go through the notes also for your better understanding. I hope it is there, and be safe. And we will meet again in the next video. Thank you.